in the dark, shooting stars over this old park. Burnt marshmallow on a crooked stick. You drop a comment, I'll read it quick. Switchback, sweat, and summit haze. Drone shots catching all those rays. Feels like we're together, y'all, out here on Woodall Trails. Like and subscribe to Woodall Trails. Hit that bell so you don't miss the tales. From a mountaintop view to the late night flames, we're chasing that wild by calling your name. So like and subscribe to Woodall Trails.
Can everyone out there hear me? We just refreshed it here. Sorry, I had a little difficulty there. I had to refresh it. So we'll get things started here real fast. Quick mic check, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Good to go? Give me a thumbs up there if y'all can hear me. We're good to go. We'll get things started. Sounds good. Thank you, Tom Ely. So I hopefully said that right. I'm guessing that's Tom Ely. You can let me know if that's not correct. But anyways, happy Thursday, adventurers. Welcome to episode 37 of Adventure Closet Talk. Before we get things started tonight, guys, I want to apologize for not being here much the last month. I think we maybe had one episode, and I just want to apologize deep down. I really miss you guys. I mean, it takes a lot for me not to want to do the show, but I've been extremely busy. I had a work thing Thursday ago, and then I was on the road 2 Thursdays. So it's been a while. And guys, I missed you all. Hope y'all missed me, but I probably missed y'all more. But anyways, guys, like I said, happy Thursday. It is time for another episode. And without further ado, guys, we're going to wait for him to get in here. But let's see if he's going to get in here real quick. 1 second, guys. We're getting him in here. How is everybody tonight out there? See Mike, he's heading to work. A lot of you all might be at trail days, or you might be heading to trail days. Something big going on this weekend. It's not far from the home here, maybe a few hours. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Been pretty good here, guys. As you see, I've been out on the road a lot. Okay, guys, we'll get back to it here in a little bit. But guys, happy Thursday. Without further ado, we will bring on our happy participant, well, guest, however y'all want to say it. I found him on YouTube a while back. We've connected. We've talked a little bit. He, like I say, he's a fellow creator. He's a fellow adventurer, dad, nature lover, you name it. We got a lot in common. I'm going to bring him on here, let him introduce himself. We'll get things started.
All right. Can you see me?
Sure can. Yep, got you loud and clear.
Yeah, well, yeah, thanks for having me on.
Well,
yeah, I have a channel. It's called Appalachian Andy Outdoors. We do a lot of solo backpacking, hiking. We do some survival, bushcraft, knot tying. We do a little bit of everything.
okay, you want to tell everybody kind of like where you're from, like all that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm from Ohio, Southern Ohio. And you know, we hit up a lot of these trails around here. I like to go into Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, pretty much anywhere I'm game for.
Yeah, I found you a while back, man. I'm not gonna lie. I actually stumbled on some of your shorts from knot tying. I can't remember which one it was, but it showed up on my feed, and then I just clicked on it, and then we I guess you reached out through Facebook. We kind of just hit it off, and you do a lot of Ohio backpacking. I've not done a whole lot there. I've done more Indiana. I've done Indiana, Kentucky, a lot of West Virginia. That's kind of like my home away from home.
Mhm.
But man, first thing I want to know, why the outdoors? Like, what got you into it? You had like me, I had a stepdad that everybody calls him Nature Boy. He got me into it at a young age, and since then I've it's kind of my happy place.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, I've been in the outdoors for a long time, probably starting as a young kid playing with matches. You know.
So you didn't burn anything down, did you?
Well, no.
Not that you want to admit to.
Nothing accidental. They're all purpose fires. No, I had some cousins growing up. I had some older cousins. They like to do fishing, hunting, and that's really kind of like what got me into the outdoors. But as a kid, I remember spending a lot of time just being outside, building a fort, using my imagination. And backpacking really hasn't came about until probably the last few years. When I was about 35, 36 is when I actually started getting into backpacking. Before that, it was mostly doing like day hikes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I didn't really get into backpacking probably, the last 3-4 years. And you think I would have found out about it sooner, but I mean, I would have loved to have known about it when I was when I was back in the Army, just because out west, man, I want to get back out there. Can't believe I missed the chance of a lifetime when I was out there if I'd have been into backpacking. But I guess when you're in the Army and you ruck for a living, you kind of don't want to do it for a hobby, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I had known any better when I was in college, I would have taken a semester off and went on the Appalachian Trail. You know, when I had the time. Yeah, but it kind of came about a little bit later in life. But you know, better late than never. My dad, he was really big into backpacking as a younger man, and that's what kind of helped have me like gravitate towards it, because that was kind of my way to be able to connect with him and something that he used to really enjoy doing.
Yeah, yeah, it was my. Actually, I think I discovered it through my cousin. He just posted a video on Facebook that he did on YouTube. And I didn't even know that you could actually camp in a hammock at the time. And I seen both of them, and I was like, "Man, what is this?" And it kind of just went into a rabbit hole after that point. And then I've never come back out of that rabbit hole. It just continues, keep going further, deeper, and deeper.
Yeah, yeah.
So, man, creating. We're both creators. I got into it so I could have my trips. I wanted to be able to show family like these areas that I'm going to, because they're always gonna. That's actually what started out. They kept asking over and over. I was like, you know what? If I make a video, I can just tell them to go watch the video, and then it just kind of went from there. And then, but I mean, what got you into the creating portion of this?
Well, like a lot of people, I watched a lot of YouTubers, Adventure Archives, a bunch of Ohio boys, a lot of the trails that I was interested in. I would go on YouTube and I'd say, well, they hiked it, and then I'd kind of do my investigation work. And I was out on the adventure trail over in Indiana, and I ran into this guy. His name was what was his name? The something foodie. Gosh, I'm going to think of it later. Something foodie, but he had it's a backpacking, like cooking channel, and he was out there shooting some footage, and that really that got me curious. I was like, well, it's like I'm already doing this, and I take a lot of pictures, and he seems like he's having fun doing it. So I was like, well, maybe I'll give it a try. And yeah, that's really kind of what got me started. Was that guy that I met on the trail.
Huh. That's it. That's very
the adventuring foodie. That's who it is. Yeah, adventuring foodie. Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to. Actually, I'm going to write it down here so I don't forget, because I will forget. I'm that type of person. If I don't write it down, I will forget it. Okay. Yeah, I'll forget that. I'll have to look that up. Huh. I'm a foodie anyways. I'm the person who wants to come out on trail and cook the good stuff. What's going on there, Mr. Taylor Buzzsaw? How you been, man? I've seen you out getting it in on the AT with people, but doing a bunch of AT section hikes. There we go. He said adventuring foodie. You must know you must know it, Taylor. Okay, definitely gonna have to look it up. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. As the knots when I first stumbled upon you, and then you have a lot of real cool, like unique type videos, little helpful things, like especially I think the recent one I seen was the coffee, with making the coffee use grinds where you can burn it, use it as a fire starter. That was a good one. I like that one a lot. But I'd like to know which one has been your favorite one to make so far.
My favorite one to make. Well, you already mentioned the knots. I really like doing the knot videos because I'm also learning how to tie these knots as I'm doing them. Like I don't have them all by memory, so like some of them I have to look up, and I really have to work at. And not just to be able to tie the knot, but actually be able to show it on a, be able to angle that camera in there to be able to show people like how to tie that knot. It might be a 30-second clip, but it might take me 15, 20 minutes to actually put something together to be able to show somebody how to do it. But I really like my knots. I really like doing the backpacking videos. I've been doing a lot of the Buckeye Trail here lately here in Ohio, and where I do a lot of these hikes by myself. Whenever I have that camera with me, it's almost like I have a second person there. So that helps occupy some of my time. And I just try to talk naturally. I just try to be myself. I don't try to be anything, that I'm not. I try to talk to the camera as if it was, a friend, so to speak.
Hmm. Yep. You have a second, like you said, that second person right there with you.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
kind of,
it's kind of my own form of entertainment while I'm out in the woods.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of like, I'm kind of like, when I'm doing, I'm just like, I'm like, I guess my main thing when I'm making these videos is I want people to see, like, be able to see and like feel. I don't know if they feel, but I say like feel like how I felt the whole trip. Like that's mainly what I want to get out of my videos. I want people to be able to see what getting out there does for me. Maybe it can do for them.
Yeah, yeah. And what was I going to say? With the Buckeye Trail, I have yet to see anybody fully like video that entire trail. And I was like, well, if nobody's done for, I mean, there might be somebody that has. I haven't seen it, but for somebody to actually video and like document each section, I'm hoping it's something that could be helpful for other people that are wanting to do that same loop, that same trail. Because we're talking about 1,400 miles. Each section could range 40 to 60 miles. There's a lot of logistics in planning these trips, from where you're going to park, where you're going to stay. I mean, it's a whole ordeal and plan that. And like, if somebody could have already done that or planned that out, it would have made it so much easier for me, because it's difficult. It's hard to do.
You said the Buckeye Trail. That's the it runs across Ohio, right?
It runs the entire perimeter of Ohio. And fortunately for me, the Buckeye Trail comes right through Sauter County and follows the whole bottom of Ohio, southeastern, and then runs whole eastern, north, up around Lake Erie and back down around close to Indiana.
Yeah, that's a long trail.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the longest loop trail in the United States. It may not be as well. It may not be as well known as, say like the Appalachian Trail or the Ford Trail, or
I'd
even
like to know if
Shelby Trace Trail or something like that. But I think it's a trail that has been growing in popularity.
Wonder what the FKT is for that thing.
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, I mean, whoever.
Huh.
I mean, I know some guys will
like
do 20, 30 miles a day, but
that's what I'm saying. That's kind of like almost like doing like a mini AT, like half of an AT.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was. Your section hiking. Like I said, I've not seen a whole lot of people doing the Buckeye Trail either. There's some very pretty sections that I've seen you do here recently. The one with the lake was probably my favorite.
Yeah. Here in the southern portion, there's a lot of wooded trails going through several state forests, state parks. Shawnee being one of them, East Fork State Park, Caesar Creek. There's several of those state parks and forest areas you get to walk through, but a majority of it's a road walk.
Does it go through Wayne National? Over that way?
Okay. I'm fairly positive that it would catch parts of Wade National Forest, because there's 3 parts of Wade National Forest, and I think out there by anybody that knows like Archer's Fork, it probably and like Marietta, it probably catches a part of that.
You're saying Archer's Fork, and it's bringing up a recent conversation with Mr. If you've seen them, Rich and Tim. They've been on several videos. If you've watched them in mine and Mr. Tim Bugley's, if you watch their videos, but they was talking about Archer's Fork. They went there, and I hate to say it, man, but Rich was like, if that's Ohio backpacking, I don't want to do it. I think it's because they had to carry water the entire time because they couldn't. You couldn't filter, and he's like, "There's nothing to see."
A lot of woods,
What he said is a lot of woods, and you ain't got the view. You don't have like the big vistas and stuff like that.
Yeah. And Wayne National Forest, that's right. You have to cache all your water. They'd had mining and drilling in the area from, years ago. And I think there is still some drilling, and that water, you just can't drink it. I mean, you could, but drink at your own risk. Yeah.
I guess you could if you're using a grill. That'd probably be the
Yeah.
only one, right?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. If you're gonna drink the water, the grill would be the one to use. I think it removes just about almost everything that you could think of. I just wish they were maybe a little bit more affordable, because they're expensive. But I mean, they're worth it. Yeah, if you're out there,
I ain't gonna lie.
it's worth it.
I started with a grill, and they're a pain in the butt. That's what they are. Great.
Yeah,
they're great for what they are.
Fast either. Yeah.
Oh, they're not, and pushing the water through it is not as easy as some people make it look. Much easier just to have that platypus or the any of the others, and just just let it gravity feed, little pump, and just let it go.
Yeah. Yeah, I use a Sawyer filter. It's been fantastic. I did have the other filter that has that's own portable little sack that comes with it. What's it called? It starts with a K.
Katadyn.
Katadyn, thank you. Yeah, but mine got clogged up really fast. And for the money, I think the Sawyer filter was the way to go for me.
Speaking of Richie Rich, you must have knew I was talking about him. He showed up here in the chat. I let it be known, man, that you did not like Ohio backpacking. I just had to tell him. We got
he didn't see the right parts.
Let's say he's just joining in. So Rich, we have Mr. Appalachian Andy here from Ohio, and he is going to tell you that there are great areas for backpacking in Ohio. You just didn't go to a good one. Oh man, so you section hiking, any plans for any other long trails that you want to section hike?
Well, trying to think. I got a few trips. The one that you were mentioning, I plan on going on that one with you. Let's see. There was another one. I'm going to be meeting up with a couple guys, going to be doing the side part of the Buckeye Trail. And I would like to go out to Indiana, maybe this fall, to do Knobstone. I think it's about a 60-mile hike.
Yeah, I've done 25 of it. 25 of it last year. I want to say it was late July, early August, and I'm going to tell you, never again. I'll wait further. If you do it in the fall, just wait further. And that's one you got to cache water as well. But I mean, talk about PUDs everywhere. Literally, we went up one, and then it was, I want to say, maybe 300 yards down the creek. We went back. The trail went back on the creek. So it's like you went up just to go back down to the creek.
Another one that you had mentioned was the Foothills Trail.
Yeah.
And I just started following a Facebook group, people posting a lot of information. So I've been trying to educate myself a little bit more about that trail, but maybe try to get down there this fall as well. Yeah. Rich said he doubts he'll go back to Archer's Fork. No.
But yeah, man, Foothills Trails. I'm actually gonna probably try to do it Labor Day weekend is what I'm hoping. I gotta get which I'm taking my youngest out this weekend. Well, my oldest, not my youngest, my oldest out this weekend. We're gonna do a trip. It's not gonna be a long trip, but gonna get out. Actually gonna go to Trail Days. Hopefully get out there tomorrow sometime before lunch. Do a quick little walk through for a few hours, and then we're gonna drive over to Grayson Highlands, and I got about a 13-mile loop. I've been wanting to see the ponies, and I know she'll probably like it too. We'll go see the wild ponies.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna do that as overnight or a couple of days, or?
We're gonna do it over a couple of days. We're gonna start later in the afternoon tomorrow. Only go maybe mile and a half, 2 miles in, if that. Camp somewhere, hopefully on the creek is what I'm hoping.
Mm-hmm.
And then next day, probably try to camp somewhere up high, have a nice view. Wherever we camp, it'll have to have trees just because we hammock camp. I haven't used a tent since Lord. It's been years. I've got a tent. I do, like I said, I've got a cot tent, but I mean, I don't backpack with that.
Yeah. Are you going to do the loop trail?
I kind of created my own loop off of
Okay.
All Trails. I just went in there. It's kind of the main loop. Go up the AT Spur Trail and then go around basically the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, gonna take her around that. I think is right around 13 miles is what I got it at. So
yeah,
gonna try to get that knocked out over the weekend and hopefully get to see some ponies, man, and see a little bit of spring out there.
yeah. They say don't pet the ponies.
That's a bad thing. My daughter probably won't to. Rich
I don't
is-
know if they bite or if they just don't want to attract them when people are coming through. But yeah, I think I'd read they said don't pet the ponies. Yeah,
Rich is telling me he's telling me to pack my turtle bug. Nah, not gonna happen. Backsliding ground dweller. Taylor says backsliding ground dweller. Not backsliding, man. I don't even own a backpacking tent. Not gonna lie. I own 5 hammocks and no tents. So, I mean, eventually, I've been looking at I want a freestanding tent. I just can't decide on what kind of freestanding tent I want, and I want it to be under 3 pounds. So that's the goal. And when I get that, it'll definitely be looking at going out west. Then hopefully get a 3 person tent because that'll be at least a 2 person. I prefer a 2+ if they make a plus instead of a 3 or a smaller 3, something like that. Just big enough where you got extra room when you got the other person with you. You got that extra room. Put your gear in there if you have to and all that.
Right. I mean, I really like my Big Agnes tent, but my favorite one is the Durston because I always have my trekking poles with me, so automatically that's going to be cutting down weight on your tent weight, and I think it's a 1 person and it weighs 2 pounds, right? I'm like, it's not the Dyneema, but for the money, I think Durston, I mean that is the tent of tents.
Okay, so yeah, Rich said make Jazzy carry the turtle bug stand. If you know what that is, it's the hammock stand that they make. It's like 17 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so lots of hammock spots up by the AT shelter, which I'm starting down at the Taylor. I'll shoot you a link for my map that I'm going on. You might be able to point on there where the good hammock spots are. Oh, your daughter says hello. I was like, who's Bailey Wright? And I was like, oh yeah. She says, hi, Dad.
Oh, I think my son's on there.
Oh, that's your son?
Yeah, I think he's on her account.
Gotcha. Mike, man, you have so much gear, Mike. It's crazy. He says, buy my Big Agnes 3-person copper spur. Is it under 3 pounds? That's the thing, Mike. It's got to be under 3 pounds. It's the only thing. It's my thing is I don't want a heavy tent. Though you can split it up if you have 2 people coming with you, I guess.
Right.
But anyways, man, since we're talking gear, I've watched you've done you've been doing a little bit of gear reviews here lately. What has been the coolest piece of gear that you've gotten the chance to review, and why was it the coolest?
Well, I thought you might ask that question, so I brought it with me. right outside here with me. It's Hilltop Packs Roll Top Fanny Pack. Um, Man, I really like this
Where's
thing.
Tim? Where's Tim when in the
Yeah.
chat when you need him?
Yeah. Shout out there, Hilltop Packs. This is a customized roll top bag, and I really do like this because I have my backpack, and on those hip belts I have those pockets, but I can never reach those pockets. And if I can reach them to unzip them, I can never zip them back. So I've been in the market to find something that I could carry. I tried using a chest pack for a while, didn't like it, and then I was over on the Hilltop Packs' website, and also Ben he had reached out to me, said he had watched the channel and he wanted to try to help support it, and so he helped get me connected with this, and I mean I can carry.
That's a funny thing, man.
My phone, my electronics, my snacks, everything that I need is right, pretty much right in front of me, and it's very convenient, and I mean, it weighs virtually nothing, and it's comfortable.
You said fanny pack, man, and like it brought back, and he's in the chat there. He's funny. He said, "How about the Chicken Little Trex zip fanny?" I had him. He actually made me. I went backpacking with him. We actually met at the Gorge meetup last fall. That's something you'll have to come to, man. This coming fall in October, if you have the chance, come on down to the Gorge. I don't know where we'll be this year. Mr. Stringer here, that's in the chat. What's going on, buddy? What's happening? Him and Mr. John Kelly, JK, they put it on every year. I don't know where they're going to have it this year. I've heard rumors, but until it has been chosen, I will not put any information out because it will be wrong. But Mike, he says it's ultra right. So the tent's ultra right. Yeah, that means, buddy, that I'd have to make Brandy carry it.
Might be an extra pound or two. I always have that chair too, right?
Oh yeah, always the chair, man. Matter of fact, I'll have it this weekend. About the only time I'm probably going to take the chair away is maybe when I go on the foothills or when I do them longer. But I'll use a stool. I'm still going to use a stool. I will not. I don't like sitting on the ground. I don't like sleeping on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting a lot harder as I get older to get up and down off the ground. I ain't as spry as I used to be. I ain't as spry as I used to be, which I was never spry. So, yeah, Mr. Stringer said the only pack he's ever had with the good part, with the pockets, the Carbon Shadow, the new backpack from Outdoor Vitals. So I've heard that a lot. The pockets on those are really good you can open and close them really easily, which I haven't got a chance to see his yet. He'll have to. Well, I've seen it very shortly. I didn't get a chance to try it on or test the pockets out or anything, but he might have to let me see it next time I'm at his house. I've seen it. I mean, they make really good stuff. I like my Hilltops packs, as you can see. This is probably my favorite piece of gear from them, and still probably my favorite piece of gear that I've had the chance to use. I've put that backpack through literal hell. And sweat. You could just if you look at the straps, you just see the sweat rings that's come through it. Where I think I probably put 400 to 500 miles on it in the last year, and no issues with it, man. Like I could say this, that they have the best open mesh that I've had the chance so far to use, and it does not get holes in it. That's what I love. And this right here, this design is my favorite design that they have. That 24/7 design. If they made this bigger, I would have a backpack of it. Not gonna lie, I would get the bigger version as well. But they may be making something similar in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, in time, I'd like to buy one of their packs, and when I do, it's gonna be one of those customized packs. And some of the ones that I've seen that they've been posting, I mean, they look pretty sweet.
What's going on, Jason? How you doing tonight, buddy? Yeah, Rich also said he says he'll vouch for the pockets on the Carbon 60. Okay, man, I believe y'all. Then I'm just gonna say I am a no hip belt pocket person. I need fanny pack and my bag for my recording stuff, and that's how I do it. Like you said, I spin it around and get right in front of me, get anything out that I need. That's what I love about it. Keep my phone up here. I have a speaker that I keep up here and keep it where I can. Which some people, they say that they don't like people that carry a speaker, but I carry a speaker. But most people say they don't even hear it until they get right up next to me. It's just, I mean, it's no bigger than anything. I mean, I just like it for the fact of that there. It helps me focus better. So focuser is what it is for me. I'm one of them that suffer from ADHD and I don't know. I just like listening to music when I'm out there hiking the trail. Or now if I listen to a book, that's a little different. I probably would use my headphones then. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
I didn't catch the last part. What was it?
What are your thoughts on the speaker? I've heard about this a lot from people lately, and I just want to know what your thoughts on having a speaker with you on trail, like if you're listening to music and stuff.
Like a portable boombox?
Kinda, but very small. Like this is I have a very, very small one. Like it clips onto your pocket. It's like 10 watts. It can go loud, but I don't turn it very loud.
Yeah. I mean, I use my earbuds. If somebody was going down trail and they're listening to music, it wouldn't bother me none.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, as long as they're not blaring it and acting dumb, that's when I'm like, yeah, you're not the type of person that needs to be out here. This is not what this is for.
The only time that I'd have a problem with them is if they are camping right next to me. If they are camping right next to me
and blaring music,
I'd have to say something.
Rich being Rich, as I play John Cena's entrance music I just play it on loop. Buddy. Jeremiah's throwing you a little bit of shade here. He's like, how old is Andy? Portable boombox?
Well, you know what I mean.
He's probably close to John's age, I bet, or a little bit younger. You're what, maybe mid-40s to 50, maybe? Andy, how old are you?
39. 39, yep.
Okay, I was going to say, we're about 40. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'll be 40 in August. Mm-hmm.
You're about the same age as my boss. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. But, okay, man, back on the track here of gear. Piece of gear that has went with you on every trip and will go with you on every trip. And if it breaks, you'll cry, but you'll replace it.
Piece of gear, man. My trekking poles. It's one of the first things that I bought. I bought just a cheap pair of the Cascade trekking poles with the cork grips, that camo pattern, and they have that carbon. They're not the aluminum ones, and they're light. But I mean, I pack them. I take them on every single trip. Doesn't matter where I'm going. And yeah, if those broke down, those would be one of the first things that I would replace. And it'd be a sad day if I was out on trail if they broke, because I also used them to support my tent. So
that'd make it pretty rough.
I'd be crying. Yeah, for sure.
What model was those again? You said
Cascade.
The Cascade. Okay. Mm-hmm. Is it the 3-piece?
They are.
They break it breaks down into 3 pieces.
Well, they have I forget what they're called. That locking mechanism or whatever.
Yeah, that.
So they all like collapse and then they fold right back out.
Yeah. Does it have 3 of them?
Yeah, it's like 3 separate pieces. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've been looking at I was looking at a set of those. I was comparing those, and with I ain't got them in here. You see the ones over here. That's my original set that I started with. They're probably close to 2 pounds each.
Yeah.
But no, I've got a pair. I ain't gonna lie. Once you go carbon fiber with them, it's just, I ain't gonna lie, so much better. and I found a great set off Amazon as well, and very, very fairly priced, like what the Cascades are. And man, like you said, trekking poles. If you've never used them, start using them because you're gonna save yourself in the long run.
It's going to help save your knees, your feet. I mean, like everything, because it turns it into a full body workout. It really is. And if you're climbing those hills, you're going to want them. I don't know what I'd do without them since I've been using them for so long. The pair I have, they had every bit of 800 miles on them, and the tips, they're all rounded off. And you can't change them out. I mean, the only thing you can do is just buy a new pair. And if you know you're going to be on some hard surfaces or being on the road like what I am doing that Buckeye Trail, I just put those plastic tips on to help save them, or save what's left of them.
Your son said he's an old soul.
Oh yeah.
As I say, that's what I say to my wife. She's an old soul as well. But you're a little more adventurous than she is. I have to say that. She's the type that'd rather just sit home and read a book. At least when I do get her, she does get out and she does enjoy it because it's a lot quieter out there to read a book.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Buck's taking a buck out in the woods. It's a luxury item. You tell her that.
She downloads it on her phone.
Does she? Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, Jeremiah, what buddy? I guess that meant you cried on trail this weekend then. So he said he snapped one of his trekking poles. I think he has the Gossamer Gear ones. You love those things, don't you, man? Those are pretty good. You've had those for a minute. What's going on, Mr. Stone Dave? How you doing tonight, buddy? Okay, man. So continuing on here. I just want to ask. I'm probably going to know the answer here, but if you had a choice and every trip, tent or hammock?
Man, it's going to be a tent. It's going to be a tent for me. I mean, I have a hammock. I don't have like a backpacking hammock. And I would like to maybe give the hammock another chance, but I mean, it's an investment.
I'll tell you, man. I'll have to get you one.
And the hammock and everything. It's a really big investment. And with the setup that I have right now, I'm just the tent it's the way to go right now. And with the tent, I do like the fact that you do have more privacy. I mean, it feels like you have a little bit more privacy. But with the hammocks, if you're doing winter hammocking and you got the ones with the doors, I mean, you have just as much privacy as you do in a tent. I will say with the hammock, I like the fact that I am up off the ground and I don't always have to pack my chair with me. So like I'll just, sit in my hammock like I would my chair, and that helps save some weight. And for the hammock, it's faster for me to set it up than it is my tent. And with the hammock, all you need is 2 trees. With the tent, the struggle is that you're not always going to have the most flat ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's constantly always trying to hunt and find a place that's mostly flat, that's smooth, or a spot that's not going to be holding puddles of water if it rains. So yeah, I mean, I like hammocks more for like warmer weather, and I'll probably bring the one that I have out. It's more of like a camping hammock. I'll probably bring it out sometime during the summertime, but it's tent's the way to go for me right now.
I think I can get you into a hammock, man. I'm just gonna say I'll get you into one eventually.
All right.
But
there's a company in Ohio. Is it
Dream
called,
Hammock?
Is that
Dream?
what it is? Yeah.
You got Dream Hammock. Well, you got several in Ohio. I'm just gonna say you got Dream Hammock up there. You've got Hammock Gear. Mr. Adam
That's
over
what I'm
there from
thinking
Hammock.
of.
And I'm going to tell you, he is probably one of the greatest guys I've ever met. Like, he is the best dog that I've ever been around. And Freya she's an Australian Shepherd, and man, one of the smartest dogs I've ever, like, he has trained her very, very well. And my daughter just took up with her and like go to HangCon. And I think every time that, we've only been twice now, but I think every time we're going to go, that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to go find hammock gear just so she can hang out with the dog the entire weekend.
Yeah. So that eventually, when I do buy, I'd like to try maybe buy from them or one of those Ohio companies.
Dream Hammock makes really, really nice ones, man. They're kind of like Dutchware. You can make them more customizable.
Yeah.
And I'm going Dutchware. Their name to fame is going to be the customization that they do. Well, of course, their suspension, but the printing that they can do. They're doing basically what my mind went blank, but what Hilltop's doing on backpacks and all that, they're doing on hammock gear and tarp. And I mean, they're doing some really, really cool, like just really cool stuff that they're able to do up there. And I mean, I'm not gonna say that if you've got the money, then they're one of the ones where you can put it and get something really nice and custom. Eventually, I think I might have a custom tarp eventually, once I get the wife's approval after she found out what this last one cost. I don't think she'll ever let me buy another hammock setup.
Well, you know what they say, right? It's easier ask for forgiveness than it is permission. Just do it.
Yep.
Say you're sorry later.
We'll say I've been together for half our lives. I think I learned that a long time ago. Just do it, and if they don't, just take the repercussions.
Say, honey, it's already customized. It has my name on it. I can't return it, so we're just gonna have to keep it.
That's good to know, man. It's good to know, Jeremiah, that it wasn't your Gossamer Gear ones. I know those are pretty expensive. Kind of funny that the that the cheaper pair just kind of broke on the first trip out there. Sucks though that that had to happen. Yeah, there we go. He says his Hellbender is amazing for cold weather camping. I ain't gonna lie, Rich can probably back that up too. You get you a 20 or 0 degree quilted hammock from Dutchware, you're gonna be sleeping in 0 degree, and you're gonna be sleeping in your skivvies.
Yeah. And I'm already a cold sleeper, so yeah, I like that. I like the idea of it.
Buddy, you ain't gonna be taking a lot of solo trips. I've told you, you just gotta hit me up, man. I'm all down for the trips, and you just have to let me know so I can look at the calendar and make sure that the wife is working all weekend, so that way she can't tell me no. So if I plan it far enough ahead, she can plan to work that weekend. So then she doesn't say no. That's how, you know how it is, man. I can't get out every weekend and try to split up time between family and content creation and everything. It's just busy, busy life.
Yeah.
Well, man,
I feel like I'm pretty fortunate that my wife, she's really supportive. Anytime I say, like, coming up on the weekend, say, hey, I'm heading out for a couple of days, she's like, well, when are you gonna be back? You know, it's never a no. It's always, just have a good time. And I'm really, blessed that, she is as supportive as she is, because, before her, I've been with some women very controlling, man. They won't let you do what you want to do. And, she has her things that she likes to do, and I have mine. And I think that's some of the keys to just having a good, healthy marriage is, having things that you both enjoy to do and having your own time. Yes,
completely. And I think she doesn't enjoy it when I do the solo stuff as much. So I try to bring someone along usually, but I tell her, but I also tell her, like, I have to do some solo trips. The solo trips that's for me. Like, I love getting out there and meeting new people, getting, like I said, meeting new people, learning about where they've been, the stuff that they like to bring on trip, like what we're doing right here. That's just stuff that I like. That's a part of it that I love doing as well. But the solo trips is the ones that really is the reason why I started doing it. I mean, it's one of the reasons why it got me back into something that I love. It got me back into nature. So,
Right.
I mean,
A woman that I had met last month, her name's Ruth, and she's 72 years old. And, I mean, she's hiking just as much. I mean, she's hiking just as much or more than anybody else. She's completed the Appalachian Trail. She had broke it into four different summers, she'd said, but she went through 4 years to complete it. She'd go 2 or 3, maybe a month or maybe a couple months at a time. She had done the Florida Trail. She's almost done with the Buckeye Trail. She was talking about a hike that she was going to be going on out in Japan. I mean, she's a real incredible lady, and I was like, I hope, whenever I get to be that age, that I'm still upright. You know what I mean? At 72 years old, I'm still upright.
I was going to say 72, and still doing all of that.
And if I still want to be able to do those things, then I can still do them. So yeah, she's
totally, man.
She's
I mean,
quite the lady.
That takes a lot, man. You don't meet very many. Like I said, that generation is just starting to disappear. It's a different generation back then. They're definitely tough.
They're tough. Mm-hmm.
So, for anyone that's wondering, yes, I'll be at Trail Days tomorrow. I will be there. Do not know the time currently. I'll be there I'm bringing my daughter with me this weekend. We're going to stop through. We're going to see all of our favorite vendors, see if we can meet some AT hikers, see if we can meet some AT through YouTube hikers that I've met, that I've talked to and stuff. And then move out of there that afternoon, and we're going to drive and do a trip in the Grayson Highlands. You do about 13 miles. Going to go see the wild ponies and get a little bit of daddy-daughter time. So that's what is on the plan for this weekend. Anyways,
that'll be a fun trip.
I can't wait, man. I was trying to think what I wanted to do, and I was like, you know what? I already had that planned anyways. I was like, me and her I can just shorten the length of the trip, and we can spend one day like I wanted to at Trail Days, and still go do just a shorter trip and spend more. She can still I tell her all the time, I'm like, you backpack better than most grown men, so she'll still get out there. I mean, when we go, we keep anywhere from a 25 to under a 30-minute pace, so she's still out there getting it. I'm just glad she's still at the age that she wants to go with me. I know I don't have probably maybe 3 to 4 more years, if that. I'm hoping that she'll still want to go with me, throughout the rest of her life, but we'll see.
Right.
I just hope she enjoys it as much as I enjoy it.
Yeah, I think she will.
But anyways, man, it is time for our favorite portion of the show. It is the last portion. I'm sorry that I make everybody and you wait till the end to do this portion. It is time for the Woodall Trails Would You Rather. And sorry, everyone, that I did not put the vote out there this week. Like I said, it's been a busy month. And like I said, I've kind of failed you all as a Tramley this month a little bit, and we'll do better this month. Well, the rest of this month going on and going forward, we will do better. It's been a very busy month. So, guys, question 1. Would you rather have a backpack that whispers jokes every step you take, or shoes that go swishy, swishy, swishy every step you take? For an entire trip.
Are you asking me first?
Yes. You. Would you rather?
The shoes would drive me absolutely nuts. So I'll go with option 1.
I hate both of those.
I would take a joke any day over squeaky shoes.
Those are both very hard for me. I'm not gonna lie, because I've had a squeaky backpack and I sold it because it squeaked. That's a hard one. I think I might just go with the shoes. I'd rather have the shoes because the backpack's just way too close to my ears. Okay, man. Question 2. Would you rather get lost on trail and have to find your way back in the dark, or forget your food and have to forage the entire trip? Forage. My bad. Forage.
All right. What did you say the first one was?
I just want to, we'll repeat that here. So I'm just going to tell you that your wife got in here and she said that she'll take the squeaky shoes.
Okay.
So I said, would you rather get lost on trail and have to find your way back in the dark, or forget your food and have to forage the entire trip?
Depending on location, foraging may not be a problem. But I don't know. I think I'd still go with option 1, getting lost in the dark, because I know I could probably eventually find my way back out. And I don't know how long I could survive on berries. Berries or whatever I end up foraging out there.
So I'll just forage someone's car when I found it. Oh, I'm probably going to agree with you there, man. I think I would rather get lost, because I would eventually find my way back out somehow. Just like, by doing this, we do it so much that it's just kind of written into us that we kind of learn things of how to find our way back to where we need to get to.
I know this is, I don't want to get too far from your questions here, but have you ever gotten lost at night?
Have I ever? No. I've gotten. As my buddy out there, Mr. Robbie. I don't get lost. I'm just exploring.
You're never truly lost.
But no, man. I've never gotten lost in the dark per se. Man, I've had my phone die when I was in the dark, but I just found camp when I was on trail and just charged it that night, got back on, and just started back the next morning, which I kind of knew where I was at. I was on the Sheltoe Trace. I was like, you know what? Right down here, I see the river. Just going to pop over the hill here, try to find somewhere to camp along the river. Be good. Just charge my phone, be good. Find our way back in the morning. I just missed. I pulled a Jeremiah Stringer and missed a turn and went an extra 2 miles the other direction and had to turn back around the next morning. But
I've gotten turned around a few times heading up towards night, and I will say when it does happen, it's overwhelming. Your body you kind of start freaking out, and it's like, well, it's like I thought I was going in the right direction, then you find out it's like, yeah, like you said, it's like I was going 2 miles and completely the wrong direction. But yeah, you're never really truly lost, because you're never too far from civilization in most cases.
Yes.
Now,
what's going on,
Mr. Cranberry Wilderness?
What's going on there, Mr. Daniel? Nice to see you. You say Cranberry Wilderness. I think he's going there next weekend. He's in the Civil Air Patrol, I think is what he's in. He can say it on there. I think it is. He's taking some cadets out there for some training next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I'm not going to lie, Cranberry Wilderness is that is definitely somewhere you don't want to get lost. Most definitely. And Ursa, I was kind of alluding to the same thing there. Last time Forge had the park rangers called for a bear honor. That's funny. Mm-hmm. Civil Air Patrol. There we go. Yeah, he's actually the one who I'd like to get back out there with him, Mr. Daniel from Hammock Mountain. I'd like to get back out to Cranberry or somewhere with him. You going to be over there at Trail Days, Daniel? You going to be there? If so, buddy, I'll have to hit you up. I'll be there very briefly tomorrow for maybe 4 to 5 hours. So I'll have to. If y'all are there, hit me up. You can hit me up. Message me on Facebook, whatever. You got my number. Message me that way. I'd like to see everybody. If you haven't met me, find me out there. I got stickers. I'll give you all the stickers and. with that, we'll go to our last question here. And I think you already answered this one earlier, but we'll ask it. Would you rather have an annoying neighbor that plays loud music, or one that lets their dog bark all night when you're at camp?
Annoying neighbor or having somebody that has their dog barking? I'll go with option one again. I mean, I've met a lot of, I don't want to say annoying, but some unpleasant people. But even with some of the most unpleasant people, I can usually get along with. I can usually come to some type of mutual understanding, unless if they're completely intoxicated. And if that's the case, then we're all in trouble. But yeah, I think I'll go with option one. Yeah.
I think I'm going to agree with you there, because I think I could find some type of mutual ground there, common ground that we can come to. And you know what? You can have your music, just don't need to be too loud. But as you said,
or
you have
turn it
those
off by midnight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the person, usually I'm in bed that's usually about the time I want to go to bed anyways, about midnight. Why do you want to be up past midnight? Especially if you're on trail and you got to get up early the next morning. But some people aren't like that. But I mean, even then, still be respectful to the people that are sleeping. Turn the music down to a level that you can hear, but it's not someone else that can hear it.
Right. Yeah. Not everybody within a 3 mile radius needs to hear it. Yeah.
Don't have a big booming fire. Don't be out there, crushing beer cans and just, as I say, acting a fool. Mr. Daniel said he said annoying neighbors tend to get him into trouble.
Always find that same person,
But man, I want to thank you for getting on here tonight with me. I love the backdrop. Man. You told me that it got in. I like it. Looks good.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah, thank you.
Looks good.
Thanks for that. Thanks for the idea.
Oh, you're welcome. But I want to thank you for getting on here, man, and talking with me a little bit more about, what it is that we do, venturing, as I like to say. It's what this show's about, where we talk about anything and everything adventuring, whether it's gear or just getting out there on trail, or what trail time does for us, just anything and everything here adventuring. It's what I want to say. And if you want to go ahead and let these fine adventurers and adventurettes know where they can look for you on your socials and see some of this great knot tying abilities that you have, let them know right now.
Yep. If you want, you can check me out at Appalachian Andy Outdoors. Check it out. And I was telling them at the beginning, anything from knots to backpacking, hiking videos, survival bushcraft. I'm starting to get into a segment of like identifying like different plants and trees. And I'm also going to start doing some videos on Appalachian folklore. So, something that'll be, I'm in the process of working on, and hopefully it'll have something out in the next month or two.
Wow, man. Now you got me even more intrigued. I ain't gonna lie. The Appalachian Storyteller, he's one of them ones that's my favorites. So you had me there at Appalachian Stories. So I like that one. That'd be pretty good, man. And guys, with that said, I want to thank everyone, including Mr. Andy and everyone out there in the YouTube universe, for joining me tonight on episode 39, or no, not 39, 37 of Adventure Closet Talk, Trail Talk with Mr. Andy. And guys, catch y'all next week. You adventurers, y'all just keep on adventuring.